This year at Ward Elementary, we have begun to implement the Leader in Me process. So this is our 7 habits tree, and each morning the students come up to the front and demonstrate the 7 habits, and we always begin with the end in mind. So over here on our data wall is just a few examples of our goals and our tracking and data tracking that we have tracked throughout the year. Setting goals and data. The students chart their DIBEL scores, their ELA proficiency, their math proficiency, our STEEP scores. You can see how much we have progressed so far throughout the third 6 weeks. They chart their attendance. Right now we're working on getting a Coke float party. If we can get 10 days in a row of perfect attendance on our pie graph, then we can have a Coke float party. We also chart our accelerated reading scores. Once they get an 80 or 100, they put a sticker. Our whole class AR, and for the past 6 weeks, for the first and second 6 weeks, our class has won the Piston Cup because we have read the most books in accelerated reading. And then we also chart our behavior every day. This makes students more aware of their responsibilities, their behavior, and it makes them want to be leaders. We are creating leaders one child at a time. Okay, today you will see a lesson on students completing their literacy workstations. Each workstation throughout the classroom is leveled according to how they performed on DIBEL's testing. For example, in our iPads workstation, students can choose from the yellow or blue boxes. Smartboard workstation, the same thing. They have a list of skills and activities that they can choose from. Computer station, they can choose to do Read Naturally, Starfall, Head Sprout. The writing station, it builds upon their skills throughout the years. They might go from yellow to blue. At my back table, I will normally have the red students who were intensive on DIBEL's testing. At the end of each workstation, the students complete their student-created rubric where they answer the questions. For example, we took turns reading, we followed steps on our comprehension books, they checked that off. On the back of that paper is where they reflect and evaluate upon their own learning. Thank you. Begin today's lesson by going over the 7 habits. So would my 7 habits leader please come to the front, and everyone else stand, and we're going to review the 7 habits of happy kids.
Be proactive. Begin with the end in mind. Put first things first. Think, win. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Synergize. Sharpen the saw.
Excellent. Good job, boys and girls. And this month, in December, remember we're focusing on think, win. Raise your hand if you can tell me what it means to think, win. Jace, can you tell me what think? Everyone can win. Can you give me examples of ways that everyone can win, Taylor?
Like on the book about Lily, she wants to plant a garden, and her mom said that it took hard work, and then Lily thought of a win-win solution.
Very good. And what was her win-win solution, Taylor, in that story? What was the win-win solution?
She said she would do all the work and make her mom do less work.
And also, what would her mom get in return?
Strawberry.
Workshop leader, come up, please.
What about workshop leader? Don't bother the teacher while she's teaching the kids at the back table.
Excellent rule. Never bother the teacher while she's teaching at the back table.
Listen. See, first one is habit 5. Listen to your leader at your group.
Good. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Listen to your leader, okay? Call on one more person.
Don't shout out.
Never shout out, okay? And let's have one more person. Jace?
Habit 6, work.
What is habit 6?
Work together.
Yes, and what's that called, Jace?
Synergize.
Synergize. That's one of the most important rules in workshop. We synergize. We work together because why? Together is what?
Better.
Together is better. So that's why we work together. We can always learn from each other. Great job, Mandy. Okay, let's quietly walk to our workstation area. Remember, the first thing you do is fill out your goal. We're beginning with the end. During our small group intervention time, I work with students who performed on the strategic or intensive level on our DIBEL's benchmark testing in August. We work on skills such as phonograms. We work on sight word, sight word fluency. We work on nonsense words. Students come to my back table with their fluency folder. Our fluency folders are leveled according to how they performed on Dibbles testing. This student's folder means it's red, they performed on the intensive level. It also goes home for their parents to read with them at night and to sign. They time them for 1 minute. We have short vowel stories in our fluency folders. We have long vowel stories. We also have nonsense word fluency practice, as well as sight word fluency words in the back of our folder, and their phonograms for their parents to see exactly what skills we're working on throughout the week. Once we have tracked their data that they did with me at their back table, they pull out their Tracking My Data folder and they record the scores. They record how many numbers they read and how many words they read in 1 minute. So that, for example, this student read 13 words in 1 minute yesterday, and today when she comes to my back table, she'll record how many words she read so she can track her own progress. Before we start working with our small group, I want to talk about our wigs. What are wigs? Y'all know what wigs are, Montre? Wildly important goals. So what are wigs, group? Wildly important goals. Javaka, what's going to be your wig for today? What do you want to achieve? Javaka says he would like to read fluently. That's his goal. What do you want to work on? My wildly important goal.
My important goal is comprehend and still while reading.
Excellent. Gage wants to comprehend and understand what he reads, and you can do that whenever you're a fluent reader. You can better understand. Our mantra, what's your wildly important goal? Your wig. Yeah, that's good. Your wig.
Is to read 25 words.
Or 25 or more words, or you wanted, earlier you said you wanted to learn how to do the what? The 5-finger retail. Okay, excellent. The first thing we're going to do in order to achieve those goals is go over our phonogram sounds, okay? Whenever we go over our phonogram sounds, remember, you not only tell me the sound, but you tell me the word that it comes in and speak loudly, okay? Let's start with Javaka. Long O. So what do we say? Can you help them out, Gage?
O as in toe.
As in boat. This is O as in boat. Javaka, say a little bit louder.
O as in boat.
O as in boat.
If
If I.
O as in.
This one is oo. And what comes next? Oo.
As in shoe.
Oo. O. O.
Yes.
Oo. O.
O.
Thank you. All.
All as in font.
Good. All as in font.
O.
Good. O. Excellent.
As in neck.
As in neck. Good job with our phonogram sounds, boys and girls. Every morning we read our sight words from our sight words PowerPoint. Today we're going to put them together in phrases to become more fluent readers, okay? Let's read them once and then everyone will read them together. Let's go.
As you can see.
As you can see.
Wish you were.
Wish you were here. Wish you were here.
Don't do it again.
Together.
Don't do it again.
Okay, good job. Okay, next we're going to work on our fluency, and I want to listen to Gage read the story A Good Walk, and I would like y'all to follow along as he reads. The last time Gage read the story, he read 44 words, so we're going to see if we can improve that goal, okay? When I flip the timer over, you read for 1 minute. Ready? Read.
I walk to school some days. I take the bus. I like walking best. I can see many things. I see flowers. I see homes. I see people. I see dogs. I can smell things too. I smell flowers. I smell the air. I smell cut grass. I can even hear things. I hear voices. I hear cars. I hear cheering.
Children.
Children taking. I hear
Laughing.
Never.
Good try.
It is a good time of day.
Okay, Gage read the whole story, which has 72 words in less than a minute, probably with like 5 seconds to spare. High five, Gage. That was awesome. Okay, now I would like Gage to do the 5-finger retail. Since he read the whole story, I want to see you do the 5-finger retail on a good walk. Before he does it, let's talk about what we talk about when we say the 5-finger retail. We talk about the what? Let's do it together. We talk about the characters, setting, beginning, middle, end. Okay, Gage, who are the characters in the story?
The kids.
The kids.
And the dog.
The kids and the dog. Okay, character setting. Where were they in the story, Gage? What was the setting?
They was in the bus or walking to school.
Bus or school was the setting. Character setting. What was happening in the beginning of the story?
He not gonna walking best.
He liked walking best. Excellent. Character setting. Beginning. What happened in the middle of the story?
He heard people laughing.
He heard people laughing. I like the way Gage is referring back to the story to get his answers. Okay. Character setting. Beginning. Middle. How did the story end, Gage?
Laughing. It is a good time of
He said this is a good time of day, okay? How can you relate this story to something that has happened in real life, a real life experience? Has something like this or something similar ever happened to you? Have you ever walked to school or rode a bus or had a good walk with people?
I rode the bus.
Do you like riding the bus? You like riding the bus, you get to see your friends, so when you get off the bus sometimes, do you hear people talking and laughing and you think to yourself, this is a good time of day? Very good, okay? Okay, Hyatt, in your writing workstation today, you finished up writing your story about how you can think win-win. I want you to explain to me right now what you're doing, what you and Jace just finished doing.
Writing a story.
Okay, well, state what your goal was.
I will write a story.
Okay, now do your checklist.
Did I start with a capital letter? Yes. Did I put punctuation marks? Yes. Did I put finger space? Yes. Did I use the word wall? Yes. My writing makes sense. Yes.
Okay, excellent. So then we go on to our reflection and evaluation piece. And the first one says, did I reach my goal? And so did you reach your goal, Hyatt?
Yes.
What do you need to work on next time?
Reading.
Excellent. What could your partner work on, Hyatt? What did you say?
Sounding out words.
Sounding out words. Maybe Jace can work a little bit harder on sounding out his words. And what will you remember most about what you learned today, Hyatt? What will you remember most? What will you remember most about what you learned today, Hyatt?
Do my 6 words.
Okay, Jace, what will you remember most about what you learned today?
I was trying to stop the people from cutting the trees.